Think about, put on your guessing hat and think about the first thing that comes to mind when you are going through picking up your badge at a conference, right? So, Brian, you go first.
Yeah, I mean, we hinted at it. The first thing is the line, right? So the lineup. As soon as you open that door to get in, there's a line of people just standing there waiting for you.
Okay, that was easy. But I think we need to talk about the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. The biggest thing is that here you've done all this work, right? You've spent 6 months building up anticipation for your event, all the emails, all the messaging, all the hard work, all choosing everything down to the last possible detail. And then the first thing that your attendee experiences is a line in the foyer. And if you're lucky, 8 minutes later, they're getting their badge, and all of that energy, all of that buildup is just gone. And your registration folks, like they're not welcoming anyone. They're processing people. They're head down, they're searching. So straight out of the gate, it's really just not a great experience for attendees.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm going to take a wild guess. And for those of you that were not thinking about the lineup, you were probably thinking about kind of a vision of a table full of badges. I'm close, right?
I mean, that's definitely the other thing. The next thing that pops into my head is like those 8-foot tables with the black linens and the badges on. I mean, it's how you do it. Like, it's how you make it easy for your reg desk people to find the attendee badges. You lay them all out in alphabetical order, but a table full of pre-printed badges, in addition to just not being all that attractive, is actually a security concern waiting to happen. Anybody walking by can read or even photograph exactly who's going to be in that room. And that's only going to get easier with the proliferation of smart glasses. You'll just be able to walk by and glance down and be able to get that entire attendee list. And the more people you have, the more table space that you're going to need. So you're soaking up even more prime real estate at your event, but you're doing nothing to contribute positively to the experience. And then, even if you don't lay them all out, right, because you're being security conscious, or you don't have enough room to do all that, maybe you put them in little tubs with the alphabet flags, and like now all of a sudden it's the 1990s, and you're flipping through a CD bin at your local music store. Flip. Okay, there it is, found it. So I mean, maybe it's just my memory of those kinds of things, but I'm sure nobody else remembers those things. It's just me. But you still and then after all of that, you still have to like check off that name. So you have to go to like a master list and check it off somewhere, cross them out, that kind of thing. And that takes all of that time just to get somebody to get through the queue.
Yeah. But one thing that makes on-site badge printing a lot easier is just kind of getting rid of that, crossing the line and automating that, knowing who is actually picked up the badge, who's checked in, which, a lot of events have to wait till lunch to figure out which badges are left over, and I'm like, oh, these are the people that didn't show up, or maybe the next day. But there's these, unique identifiers that kind of get printed on these badges in real time that are really handy and are used for a lot of different things. I think I gave it away. It starts with a Q, ends with the R.
Starts with a Q, ends with an R. I'm just not. Oh, okay, yeah, QR code. So it's like, yeah, a badge without a working QR code is just a name tag. There's no session tracking. There's no lead retrieval for your sponsors or your exhibitors. There's no networking tools. There's no post-event data generated about who attended what session. The only other way to do it would be to use some kind of RFID tracking badge or a Wi-Fi tracking on people's phones. Like, that's legit. Those are real, services that people offer, but it does involve a lot of extra infrastructure. Now you've got to have like the RFID scanners like hidden somewhere in an entrance or something along those lines. Like QR code though, like, it's simple, it's fast. Everybody knows how to use it at this point in time. It really does enable all of those features. Otherwise, it kind of feels like you're paying for the badge and you're paying for your event management software, but you're not really getting the value out of both of them.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of those solutions you talked about, a lot of the innovations in the on-site attendee management is really built for really large trade shows.